Hey, you. Last job interview didn't go so well? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Well, no worry. I'm here to help. So, you thought landing a job was all about luck, didn't you? Wrong. It's all about having your resume that hits the top tier clients. Wrong again. It's about knowing how to position yourself. You've been showing up unprepared, guessing your way through the interviews, waiting to be picked, and then wondering why the phone never rings. This guy will flip that script. It's no fluff, it's not a theory, it's a blueprint for you to control your future job elevation. Because if you're serious about becoming an employee and not just an applicant, floating around ideals is not just a good ideal. You need to have a systematic plan, or you need to be better prepared and acting like you deserve the job before they even offer it to you. So if you're ready, really ready, then stop guessing and let's start winning. Now, let's turn to the next subject I want to talk about, okay? Which is, what if your next interview wasn't just another hurdle, but the moment that you landed your dream job? This is what I'm here for, and this is my purpose. Step inside and discover the secrets to turning every application into a job offer. It's time to stop hoping and time to start winning. Your journey from applicant to employee begins now. First thing we must do, we must address the real problem, which isn't failing an interview, it's failing to understand why you failed the interview so you can prepare and be ready for the next ones. Now, here's what trips most people up, okay? The common pitfalls that sabotage you: the lack of preparation, which is going to reiterate until you guys can get it. You walk in blind, you don't do no research, you have no strategy, you have no clue what the company actually does. Then, second thing is that you guys got weak storytelling skills. You fumble through your answers, you ramble or give vague responses that don't show any impact, that how it relates to the job. You guys have no emotional connection. You treat the interview like a quiz, not a conversation. Employers want to know someone they feel good about hiring. Poor self awareness is another thing that you guys have to address. You can't explain your strengths or your weaknesses or growth moments with clarity and confidence. And that's all because you have poor self awareness. Now, also, a lot of you guys, you fail to ask questions. They always ask you, so do you guys have any questions? No, I don't have any questions. That is a missed chance for you to flip the script and show curiosity, insight, and leadership, guys. Now, negative energy coming into the room with a bad attitude, low energy, disorganized vibe, that can sink you very, very quickly. Now, what this really means, failing an interview isn't just about not getting a job. It's about missing out on opportunities for you to own your narrative. Most people don't realize that interviews aren't tests, they're auditions. And if you don't show up like the lead role or the lead actor, you'll get cut and you'll be outside in the background. Now, you want to flip the script, change things around? I can help you build a magnetic interview persona, one that commands attention, but it also earns trust and turns maybe into when can you start your hire. You guys ready to level up? Then let's level up. Before we level up, like I stated before, most people fail their job interviews not because of the lack of skill or experience, but because they're underprepared for what really matters, okay? Nerves just take over. Your answers sound like they unrehearsed or rehearsed or vague, and they're not genuine, and it shows that you're missing confidence. Many applicants misunderstand the role and fail to conduct their strengths or to show their employer their skills that they have that they're really looking for. They blend in with the crowd and they don't stand out, and as a result, they get left behind. The real key to interview success is preparation, awareness, and being authentic with your communication. When you know your value, you understand the company, and you can clearly show how you'll be the perfect fit, you turn your interviews into opportunities, guys. The secret to successful job interviews, the real secret, is not about the interview preparation, but it's more about that than what you think. It's not about memorized answers, but you have to know the answers before they even ask you. You got to know about the company. You got to know the company role. And you have to show that you have skills that's related to fulfilling that position. Now, when you guys can clearly communicate your unique strengths and show how you can solve the problem that the employer needs, then you guys stand out. All right. So practice your responses, research the company culture, and prepare thoughtful, thought out answers and questions. Most importantly, I want you guys to be authentic. Confidence comes from knowing your story and believing in your value. When you combine preparation with genuine enthusiasm, you turn your interviews, guys, into job offers. The secret to successful interviews isn't just about what you say, but it's about how you show up. So here's the formula that separates hired candidates from the hopeful ones. One, I want you guys moving forward to own your story. To own your story, employers don't hire resumes, they hire people. Understand that? So, an example, when you're in there, instead of saying I'm a team player, say, in my last role, I led a cross functional team that reduced onboarding time by 40%. I just didn't collaborate. I created systems that help change the company and help it thrive. See how that sounds? Two, I want you guys to tailor everything. Generic answers, and nah, we cannot do that. That we gotta keep some good answers, no more generic answers. So an example, if the job description says a project manager, don't just mention it. Show it. I managed a $250,000 budget across three departments, delivering results 2 weeks ahead of time on schedule. Well, okay. See how that sounds different? Now, here's a secret method that I want you guys to learn, which is the STAR method. All right. So, the secret structure is the STAR method. Tell me about a challenge you overcame. So the S is for sure, situation. Our client was about to cancel. T is the task. I had to rebuild trust. Action, I initiated a weekly check in and restructured the deliverables. As a result, we retained the client. Upon them, we saved 20% on all services. See what I mean? That's the S, that's the T, that's the A, and that's the R. So, what is the situation? What is the task? What is the action? And then what is the result? Situation, task, action, result. So, that's the START method that I wanted to teach you guys. Okay. Now, also, you guys have to learn how to ask powerful questions. Remember, in an interview process, it's a two-way street. So it goes back and forth. Let me give you guys an example. What does success look like in this role after 90 days? How does your team handle feedback and growth? Now, these just show you that you're not just looking for a job, but it shows that you're looking to make impact. Okay. Now, confidence is contagious. I want you guys to smile. I want you guys to sit tall, and I want you guys to speak clearly, even if you're nervous. Okay. I want you guys to say, hey, I'm excited about this opportunity because it aligns with my passion for whatever reason of your passion. I've been preparing for this role. I think I'll be the perfect candidate. All right. Now, let me tell you guys a quick story about Lady Gaga. We're going to call this fast food reject to global icon. Before Lady Gaga was the Grammy winning Oscar nominated powerhouse that we all know today, she was just a regular New York girl that had a dream with a whole lot of rejection. She did a lot of auditions for roles, and every time they always turned her down and they always told her no. Right? She was told that she was too theatrical, that she was weird, that she was just too much. One record label executive famously told her, "You'll never make it. You're not what people want." That moment could have crushed her. Instead, it lit a fire inside of her. She didn't shrink. She doubled down. She showed up. She started performing in underground clubs. She started to go outrageous with her outfits, with her hair, because she wanted to stand out. She wrote her own music. She built her own following, and she turned that no into fuel. She wasn't waiting to be chosen anymore. She was choosing herself. Then came her big breakout single, Just Dance. And Just Dance, it was a hit. It was a declaration. The girl, she said too much. That they said it was too much, became the artist that the world couldn't get enough of. Now, so here's the twist. When she transformed into acting, she was also faced with the same problems. A lot of the people was saying, can a pop star really act? She auditioned for A Star is Born. And believe me, A Star was born. She transformed it. She transformed that role. She killed it. She knelt it. And she even got Academy Award for it. So the lesson with this, y'all, is that Gaga didn't wait for permission. So you guys don't have to wait for permission to take control of your life and get these skills. She didn't water herself down to fit in, to fit the mold. She made herself relevant. And this is what this book does for you guys. It makes you relevant. She went from applicant to employee. Then she went from employee to the owner, taking control of her own destiny. And this is what you guys can do. This is the first step to taking control of your destiny and getting your dream job. Now, here's something else that I want you guys to talk about. All right? Because you've been told just be yourself, which I want you to be yourself along with these skills that we adding because it makes you authentic. This book just doesn't teach you how to pass the interview. It hands you the mindset, it hands you the strategy, and it hands you the blueprint. So go out, get the applicant, get this book. If you're tired of feeling overlooked, if you got the skills, the drive, the potential, but still don't got the job, then get this book and it can change all that. All right. From applicant to employee. It's a clear transformation manual. It allows you the ability to stop guessing, start owning the room. I want you guys to get a copy of this and be all that you can be. Grab your copy today, start your journey, start landing the job interviews that you deserve. Go to TrueTruthSuccessHub.com and get your copy. Thank you.